Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Exchange Pod, wherein we go down the memory lane of our past exchange students in AMSA-UST. This is Francis, and I am here today with my twin, Frances. Say hello.
Hi, I'm Francis from Taiwan.
Yeah, so this is Francis Squared. So I am your host for today and also one of the past exchange students in AMSA-UST. And last 2019, I joined the Asian Medical Exchange Students Program, which is an opportunity for us medical students to go and experience the culture and medical practices in another country. So I went to exchange with in Taiwan, specifically in Taichung, Chongsan Medical University, wherein I met Frances, who is my host and our guest. She was my host when I went to Taiwan. So
Yeah,
I practically spent majority of my time with her. And so let's ask Frances, how are you, Frances?
I'm good.
Yeah, she just finished her semester and oh, not yet. You're just on break, right?
No, I just finished a semester and entered the
Oh,
winter vacation. Yeah.
oh, yay. So since Frances is just starting her vacation, I am about to end my vacation. Oh,
No.
man, I want to go back. We need another vacation. So we have some questions that we're gonna ask Frances in Taiwan and also Frances of the Philippines, and just a little story about how about our names. So her Taiwanese or real name is Shipei,
Yes.
and when I actually only found out about her real name, or no, I tried to call her using her real name when we went to the night market, I think. And then we were waiting for other people. I think we were just waiting until we'll go do our separate things. And
Uh-huh.
I forgot who I asked. I just say, hey, what? I should try to call Frances using her Taiwanese name. So I called her Shupei, and then all of a sudden she thought maybe another Taiwanese is calling her, but it's just me.
Yeah.
Her eyes when she saw me went bigger. She's like, huh? How do you get my real name?
Frances learned Mandarin really fast.
Oh, maybe because you're my twin. That's why I learn very, very fast. I have
Ah.
Taiwanese blood in me. And yeah, I actually had a hard time because every time they talk to Frances, I also look. I'm like, are they talking to me? But no, they're talking to Frances in Taiwan Frances. Anyway, so we will start the first question for Frances Taiwan. What do you usually, so when you meet a foreign delegate, what do you usually teach them? Like, do you teach them new words in Mandarin, or do you teach them something that is a part of your culture in Taiwan, like what you do or etc.?
Yes. I teach you a little Mandarin. Yes, but you just learn by yourself, I think. Yeah. And I share some cultures about Taiwan, like our delicious food, or night market, or some special things in Taiwan, like Chinese medicine. Yeah.
Yeah, and one of the favorite or the most memorable word that Francis taught me is the Mandarin version of NBSB, which for us in the Philippines is no boyfriend since birth, or NGSB, which is no girlfriend since birth. So in Mandarin, it is
母胎单身.
太单身. So
Yeah.
it's actually I found that it was a hard word. So whenever I would meet our other Taiwanese friends and I would say that word, I'm like, oh, I learned a new word today. Francis taught me a word, and I would say 母胎单身, and they'd be like, oh, how do you know that word?
Yeah. You also told me some Philippine
Oh,
Filipinos.
but what
Like,
what?
shut up.
Yes, I taught her Charon. He still remembers it. I'm so proud. Okay, the next is, what are the best activities you can do in Taiwan?
You can do so many things in Taiwan. I can just choose one.
What's your
Hmm.
favorite or your favorite best activity that you like to do? And maybe in the future we will also do when we go back or when we visit Taiwan.
I think of one. I've told you that I went to an island before,
Yeah.
as in summer, and we get on a boat and go fishing at night.
Oh,
Yes. And
I
we just
remember that
have
picture.
everything on the boat and just making them sashimi.
Oh, that's so good. I
Yes.
remember Frances sending me pictures of her trip and I said, I want to go there. Next time I'll go there because when I first saw the picture, I was like, huh? They're fishing at nighttime and there were a lot of people. I'm like, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, the next questions are for me. So the first question is there any generalization or cliche that I've heard about Taiwan that turned out to be false or true when you went here or when I went there? So I don't really know any like cliche or generalization about Taiwan. Whenever I hear Taiwan, the only things I can think about are Meteor Garden and milk tea. So when I or the thing I know about Taiwan is that they have a lot of good milk tea places. And sadly, I don't know if they're good because I don't like milk tea. But based from my other friends or co-delegates, they really enjoyed the milk tea there, and so I guess that's correct. That's something that's true. Taiwan is the mother, the origin of milk tea. But I don't know. I don't like it. So whenever they go there, I'm just by the side. The next question is, oh, this is something I can really answer because it's about food. So is there a food that you ate that you cannot forget? And I have four foods that I cannot forget in Taiwan. The
Yeah.
first one is has got to be the most I think famous thing about Taiwan, which is stinky tofu.
Yes, the
And
stinky tofu.
actually, about stinky tofu, I watch many because before I went to Taiwan, I'm like, what's the food or what's something about Taiwan? Because I don't really know a lot about Taiwan. And then the thing I always see is stinky tofu. So I'm like,
Yeah.
huh. I would see people talk about it a lot, and I'm like, this is interesting. I want to try this. I'm really gonna try this when I get there. And I did. I think it was day 2 or day 3 when we went to have lunch, and I was with Jerry, Eric, and Elisha, and also Mark. So
Yeah.
they were our small group. So we were all divided into different groups. So they're my little group. And when we were walking, we saw a little store that had sticky tofu, and I was like, can we try that? And then the other food that I really enjoyed is the fried chicken that we bought in the um what do you call it? The night market. So they were selling this really good chicken.
And it's really huge.
Yeah, it's the shape of my hand. That's how big it is. And we got the spicy flavor, so I really enjoyed that. And the third one is something that Frances reminded me of because I totally forgot about this. She reminded me about this food recently, and it's pineapple cake. And then the last food that I cannot forget is diced beef. Ooh, mm, that's delicious. I really, really enjoy that. Okay, so the next questions are for both me Francis in the Philippines and Francis in Taiwan. So this is for
Yeah.
both of us. What are the highlights or most unforgettable moments that happened when we were in Taiwan during the AMSEP? You start.
Yes. It is hard to choose one because every activity is so impressive.
That's
And
true.
I think I will choose the final party.
Oh, why?
You
Why?
remember?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember that so
because
well.
on the opening party we prepared some activities for you, and in the end you prepare some dances or games for us. And I think
Yeah.
it's really fun.
Yeah, I remember. I won't forget that because I taught them the ocho ocho and the spaghetti. I was telling them, "Oh, this is our national dance in the Philippines." But that's
Yeah.
just a joke, of course. And then we played Hep Hep Hooray. Do you
Yes,
remember?
I remember it. All right, hip hip.
Who won? I forgot. I think I'm not sure if it was Jerry or Henry.
Henry.
Henry won. Okay, Henry won. I just only know that they're the top two
Yes,
who did
they
well.
have a competitive play.
Yeah,
And I just lost very fast.
it's okay. It's okay. And also the thing I won't forget during the last day is when all of you did the turkey dance. Oh, that was so fun.
Yeah.
I forgot the words, but I really like that. Duh, 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 duh. I
Ah.
really like I really like it's turkey dance, right? Turkey.
Uh, it's Turkey dance, and it's
Yeah.
a dance which is invited in Chongshan Medical University, and I don't know why. We'll play it in every camp. Yes.
Yeah, and it's it was so fun. Oh, I really enjoyed that dance. I actually learned a bit. We learned a bit of it, but I really whenever
Yeah.
I see it, I'm like, I want to do it also. For me, my unforgettable moments, it's so hard. Like what Frances said, that every day something interesting or something fun happens. But I guess the most, like, the very big highlights would be one is the karaoke.
Oh
That's
yeah.
one of my favorite moments. The other is the board game. The board game. Okay, I'll tell you why later. And for what else? The board game and the opening, the welcome party, and also the farewell, as well as what Francis said. So those are like the very big highlights for me, because in the opening, Frances gave us a beautiful or she um danced this beautiful dance for us. It was a very nice welcoming gift, and we really enjoyed it. I was like, whoa, this is my host. This is wow, amazing.
And we also have magicians and singers.
Yes, we have our magician Eric, and then the duo Henry and Jerry doing their robot. That was
Yeah.
so cool. I really enjoyed the welcoming. And then the karaoke. So that one is very, very fun because for me, the moments before the karaoke, I was very quiet because that day it was really, really hot, and I don't like the heat. I get so stressed, and I get so the activities before that was just like it's just they would ask me, "What's wrong? What's wrong? You're quiet, Francis. This is weird." And I'm like, it's because it's really hot today." But then during the nighttime when we have our karaoke, we're all like, we're wild. We're like, party,
Yeah.
party, yeah.
And Francis is our best host.
Yeah, I became their host during
She's
that
like,
day.
come on, everyone.
I would, I actually pulled Francis to dance for us in the middle while we're
Yeah.
rapping. I forgot the song, but we're rapping at the back, and then Francis is dancing for us. Like, yeah. And then the board game, I enjoyed the board game because for that we actually separated. We have 2 or 3 board games,
Yes,
and
playing
the one
different games.
different games. But for us, we played Avalon. It's
Yes.
funny because we're all fighting with each other. All of a sudden, we're not friends anymore. I remember who I remembered Angel and Ace. They really like the game that they're pointing at all of us.
Yeah, I
Why are
remember.
you telling that I'm the liar? And then I think Sean was beside me. I was one of the bad guys. But he was the last one to make the decision. He's like, okay, the bad guy is not Francis. And I'm like, yes, I'm quiet. I'm just quiet. And then in the end, he found out I'm the bad guy. He's like, oh, he pushed me. I'm like, what? And then the farewell party. I remember that too because I cried.
Yeah.
I cried during the farewell party because um I didn't want to go.
At
I
the
didn't
end,
want it to
everyone
end.
says those touching words.
Yeah,
It's too hard to not cry.
yeah, that's true. And they also showed a slideshow. I was like, what? They made a slideshow of the days the of the whole AMSEP, and it was really really nice. And I forgot another memorable moment is when we made dumpling.
Ah, yeah.
The dumpling, that was so fun to do because we're creating art.
Yes.
And do you remember that there was a side where the boys we're just
Yes, they are making
experimenting.
strange dumplings.
They put coke. I forgot the things they put in that dumpling, and when it's cooked, they ate it, and I tasted it. It was good for some reason.
Yeah. I
So
also
those
remember a night we have a drinking party. Yes, and I remember that and just hold a whiskey and just
we had 2 or 3 drinking parties. I don't
yes.
remember. Well, the first after the welcome party, we had a drinking party already.
In
But that
Taiwan,
was
we
fun.
sell them drinks, but when you tell me, oh, we just drink so many times, and I'm,
Oh
huh?
no!
Really? And
Oh
even
no!
grandma drinks.
Oh yeah! I told them my grandmother loves red wine a lot. So that was fun. I enjoyed that. I miss it. I really miss AMSEP. And another fun thing about AMSEP is even after AMSEP, we saw each other in Taipei.
Yeah.
So it's like we have an extension of AMSEP right after
Yes.
AMSEP. Then we forgot about the other questions because we're too busy reminiscing the good times we had during the AMSEP, and you will honestly not regret joining it. I really like every sometimes when I go back and check my phone, I would see our pictures, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I want to go back. And also, we have song. We have AMSEP song.
Yes.
Meow meow meow. So that's our AMSEP
We
national
even
anthem.
took a TikTok.
We did the meow 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 meow. Oh, we first heard that during the welcoming party, and then all the time we're always singing it over.
Yeah.
Meow 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 meow. So now we're gonna do more of the serious questions
Yes.
for us, and I think this one I can really answer because we're gonna talk about the healthcare systems of that I've noticed in Taiwan and also in the Philippines. And
Aw.
honestly, the healthcare system in Taiwan is amazing. Because when I went there, I found out that everything is free.
Yes.
Like we had one of the oh my gosh, I forgot one of another unforgettable moment is the Da Vinci. I forgot to talk about that.
Ah.
So okay, we'll go rewind. Just
It's okay. It's also one about the healthcare.
yeah, that's true. But yeah, they have in their or their hospital, they have the Da Vinci, and it was so amazing because every one of us we were able to experience trying it out, and that was oh, it was really amazing. So while we were trying the Da Vinci, there was an actual operation that was happening in front of us. I think it was about the liver. I don't really remember, but I just remembered the Da Vinci. That was so
Yeah,
cool.
it's like playing a computer game. But
Yeah.
the robot hand will just do things on the patient.
It was so fun. And yeah, so that's one of the big differences that everything, even um the organ transplant is free in Taiwan. So I was really amazed when I found out about that.
Yeah, our
And
health insurance is really great for poor, and yeah, you can have drugs or meet the doctors in just a low price.
yeah. So that means I have to move to Taiwan. So I will have good health insurance. And another thing is, what do you think the Philippines can adapt from Taiwan and vice versa? What can we adapt? I don't really know. It's hard. It's hard when you're on the spot. Like just thinking about this now. Maybe we can skip. I don't know what we could adapt
We
because
have different procedures or different systems, but
yeah,
I think there will be also good and bad things. Yeah.
yeah. But maybe we can adapt. Every health service is free. I hope. It's hard to answer the serious questions.
Maybe we'll know more about our hospitals when we enter the hospital, and
That's true.
we'll know
And
how the difference between Taiwan and Philippines more. It will be easier to just
I'll just
uh,
Google it. Let's just Google it,
yeah. Just Google it or just experience
guys.
it.
Yeah. Oh, here are other questions for us since we still have, I think, some time. Um, how can you say that friendship really grows from AMSEP exchanges? And how do delegates continue the friendship that they made during the programs, even as years pass?
Just in the first day, I felt that, oh, you guys are so friendly. Yes, and we just got close very fast.
Yeah, that's so true.
It's
When
like we have met for 3 months after just 3 days.
I
Yeah.
know, 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years.
Oh, we're also like when we were there, we were already giving nicknames to the
Yeah.
other. I remember Bao Bao. I forgot his name, but I know him as Bao Bao because she looks like a Xiaolong Bao.
Yeah.
And what's the other question? So how do delegates? So how do we continue our relationship with you guys there in Taiwan?
We still share many things with each other. Yes, and maybe just make some message or
Yeah.
send some photos. Yeah.
And also on Instagram. So Instagram is
Yeah.
also a big help. I always like I will react to her photos when she goes on a trip with someone.
And
Kilig.
actually, because it is now COVID-19, yeah, so
Yeah.
I can meet with my friends very often. And sometimes I
Yeah.
even feel that, do you really in Philippines? I feel like you are maybe just in some places in Taiwan. Yeah. We are not
Aw.
far. Yeah.
You don't know, I'm beside you already. What's fun is that even though we're not or like we're busy, but we still make time to talk to each other. Ask, how's your exam? Are you on vacation?
Yeah.
Then and we would greet each other like Happy New Year or Merry Christmas or Happy
Yeah.
Birthday. And also for us here in the Philippines, for us, the Philippine delegates, we would react to each other's Instagram, ask them how they're doing, since we're all in our own homes because of COVID. And AMSEP is really long lasting friendship. And I always, I don't only think of it as friendship, but we're like a family already.
Yeah, I feel so.
That's why during the last day I cried because I didn't want to separate with you. They even took a picture of me crying, and that's okay. Because I was like, oh, I thought I would be strong and not cry, but when you're in that moment, I was in front of everyone, and I was like, oh well, it's gonna end soon, or it's ending. So I was like, I'm really thankful. But then that was not the last day. That was just the farewell. During the next day, where we really said goodbye, we took pictures. It was happy. We were like, all happy, like yay.
Yeah.
So our last question is: do you encourage our students to join the program, and is it worth it? Yes and
Of
yes.
course.
Of course. You won't just meet friends; you'll meet family. You're gonna meet or experience a different culture. You're gonna learn new words, and you'll just have a good time. And
Yeah.
you also have like similarities when we talk about school. Like, oh, I'm not doing well in school, and they're like, oh, me too. And what's fun, I think, what's really fun about the exchange to another country is all of, we go there during their vacation. So we spend all like every day with them in one big bus.
Yeah.
And all, oh, I remember the bus ride and there was karaoke. We were going home and then we didn't know that there was karaoke in the bus and we're like, ooh, party in the bus. I don't know. I remember that. Because were there people sleeping? I don't know if there were people sleeping, but we were very loud.
Yeah. And to
Yeah.
me, as a host,
Yeah.
to welcome you guys, I still have a lot of fun, really.
Me
Yeah.
too.
It's really a good experience.
Yes. And I feel sorry for some of the times I'm a bit late.
That's okay. Everyone goes late.
That's true. That's true. I
I
remember,
remember one day we get up early and go there, and hey, nobody's there.
and that was the time we thought we're late. We're like, oh no, I think we're late already. But when we're there, no one was there. The bus is there, but where are the other people? That was I hope. And then I think the night before that we talked a lot. I think that we sleep late.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was one night we stayed up until 2 a.m. just talking. We're just talking. And then in her room, I was looking at her artworks because Frances is really artistic. She's very talented. She has many talents. She can dance. She can draw. Artistic. And I think that's the last stuff for our questions that they gave us for this. I hope that you would really, or that you enjoyed this podcast of me and of Francis and Francis. And it's actually just us laughing and reminiscing about our times. And just because
Yeah.
AMSEP is really one of the like most memorable moments. And not just for me going there, but also when the delegates from other countries go visit us here in the Philippines. It's really a good time to, build relationships and learn about culture.
Yeah.
That ends our podcast. Thank you for listening. 谢谢.
Yeah.